Well, there are two changes to the Bayern team for the final. The team that was well beaten on the concluding day of the Bundesliga season by Stuttgart. David Alaba plays for the first time since their Champions League exit. Javi Martinez is fit enough to start. Thomas Müller has overcome an illness in the build-up. And it's worth noting that Manuel Neuer, who hasn't played since September, is among their substitutes. As for Eintracht Frankfurt, well, 4 changes to the side that lost at Schalke on Saturday. Captain David Abraham and Makoto Hasebe return to their defence. Jonathan de Guzman gets a start in midfield, and Ante Rebic is fit enough to lead the line and make his first start in 6. Lewandowski adds to his 40 goals in all competitions this season. It is the team hoping to avoid a double that gets us underway again. The reach of Lewandowski, who was the target of James Rodriguez's cross. James Rodriguez, super pass for Kimmich, who's in. And Hedrecki took it. Lewandowski to strike it. That's a glorious effort, denied just by the frame of the goal, but only just.
Well, he won't come any closer to score, and I think he's just asking the question on whether it crossed the line. Brilliant technique up and over the wall. Radetzky beaten off the underside of the bar, and Hasebe. Oh, this is a familiar pattern to the game.
But James Rodriguez dispossessed. Rebic is in, and Rebic has opened the scoring from Eintracht Frankfurt. Big call to put him in the starting lineup, and he has responded in the best possible fashion.
Well, this is what Frankfurt have been talking about all week. If they're organised, they can pressure Bayern into mistakes, but when they get those chances, they have to take them. It's sloppy ball from Thiago, caught in possession. Rebic.
Rodriguez to deliver the set piece. Müller with the chance, and he misjudged. I think that came off his shoulder rather than his head.
Yeah, I don't think he gets a clean contact, does he? Lovely ball from James Rodriguez, always bending away from goal, unmarked. Thomas Müller, he completely misses it with his head, comes off of his shoulder and just goes agonisingly wide from a Bayern point of view. Radetzky was...
No guarantees about the cup as Müller sends in a glorious cross, and it was Kimmich arriving off target.
It's another wonderful move, wasn't it? And Kimmich, so good at timing those runs. A beautifully bent-in cross, perfect weight from Thomas Müller, just drags Radetzky off his line. Kimmich gets across the front of him, and Kalah Salcedo glances the header towards the...
Müller in support. Back to Ribéry, on towards Lewandowski. Well, he dinked it beyond Hedrecki, but across the face of goal.
Well, it's something you don't really link with this Bayern team, and really quick on the counter-attack, weren't they? Wonderfully worked move between Ribéry, Müller and Lewandowski. His passing.
Really is a magnificent... Thiago. Somewhat ambitiously. Here's Alaba's cross, Kimmich is in there. Müller. Comfortably dealt with by Hedrecki.
It's a difficult one, wasn't it, for Thomas Müller? It bounced up at an awkward height for him. Did well to get over the top of the volley. One touch. Hits it into the ground. Can't quite get the power. Radetzky right behind it.
Lewandowski to strike. And this time, off target.
Well, Radetzky was either very confident that it was going wide of the post, or he was completely beaten because he was just rooted to the spot. As Lewandowski once again got it up over the wall well. Certainly would have been dipping and had it.
Not a bad cross either, and it was Wolf who couldn't quite steer his head. That we can kick off. And it's Bayern looking to come from behind to Villains with the free kick. Boateng's header. All right, because not had the save to make prior to that one.
It's a good header, wasn't it, from Boateng? He had to generate all the power himself and timed it perfectly. It was awkward for Ulreich.
Kimmich's made the run. He's put it back into a really good area, and there's the equaliser. Perfectly timed arrival from Robert Lewandowski, and his 41st goal of the season has got the Champions level in the cup final.
Well, Bayern back on level terms. Really good move, Sula's through ball. Excellent cutback from Kimmich. Defenders all dropped a little bit too deep, didn't they? Didn't pick up Robert Lewandowski. Cutback from Kimmich. Changes for them. I think the game plan they started with
might have to change now. Here's Kimmich. No. Very. Alaba. Behind off Masco. James Rodriguez will take. Oh, it's a really good delivery, and Hummels matched the ball off his toes, and now he's picking out Boateng. Well, that would have been a spectacle. De Guzman delivers. Away by Javi Martinez. Mascarell! And Ulrich certainly didn't feel he could claim it cleanly. And we'll have another corner kick to defend.
Sub-strike by Mascarell, wasn't it? As it came out to him with his left foot. Comes back in, hits it perfectly. Unfortunately for him, straight at Ulrich. It doesn't.
Here's Kimmich. Muller. Oh, he spotted the run of Tolisso. Very nearly. Robert Lewandowski. Campaign. James Rodriguez. Lewandowski's there. And the ball has somehow drifted wide of the target.
Well, how did that go wide? Look for anyone's money as though it was going to just find the far corner. Lovely ball into James Rodriguez's feet. Showed good strength to hold off the challenge. Brilliant ball across. Comes off the leg of Salcedo onto Lewandowski.
Kimmich with the Bayern corner. Hummels is in there. And for the second time taking on Alaba. And Sula, not too far away from hitting the target.
When he was running against the two defenders, you felt he had no support and nothing else on Rebic, did he? Good ball from Kevin Prince Boateng, and he's such a willing runner, anti-Rebic. Sula knew he couldn't make the challenge. No support whatsoever, cuts inside on his right, but tries to bend it in the far post. Fair play to Ulrich. I think he knew he had it covered and just pulled his hand away. This is the header from Hummels. Rises so well, and it loops over Radetzky, and Radetzky gets really lucky there. Perfect header from Hummels. He can do no more than that.
Well, he closed his eyes and hoped for the best. Now the charge is on for Rebic again. He's got there first. Rebic! He's scored again. And this time it might just be a match-winning goal for Ante Rebic.
This is absolutely brilliant from Ante Rebic. No wonder Salihamidzic has his head in his hands on the Bayern bench. But this is just all about desire and pace. I don't know what's happening.
Around Willems Coman, inviting delivery. Hummels is there, so too Javi Martinez, the shot. Cannons off a couple of plays. Kimmich delivers. Ulrich is in there, cleared as far as Alaba. And then Sandro Wagner, Radetzky with the save. Massive claims for a penalty from Bayern, who are surrounding Felix Weyer, pleading almost for a decision.
Kevin Prince Boateng doesn't get any of the ball, could easily be given as a penalty that.
Well, a swing towards.
Has to be a penalty.
Incredible drama right at the end of the 2018 DFB Cup final.
Even the corner.
And the referee says no penalty.
Oh, that's surprising.
Corner kick instead for Bayern.
I think he's got that wrong. I really do.
Potentially controversial conclusion. Willems heads it away. And now the charge is on. The goal is empty at the other end. This could be the clinching moment. A goal to ensure that Eintracht Frankfurt will win the DFB Cup final. It is Michał Gaszynowicz who has finished the job. A glorious moment for Niko Kovac, his parting gift to Eintracht before he joins Bayern for next season. And after 30 years of waiting, Eintracht Frankfurt will lift the DFB Cup again.
Well,
and a League and Cup double winner with Bayern back in 2003, is now a cup-winning manager as well. This was the moment they sealed it. From the corner kick, Gaszynowicz bursting clear. and with all right upfield for the set piece, the simplest of tasks to tuck it into the empty net. And this is a moment he will remember for the rest of his life, knowing as he sprinted for 70 minutes that he was going to be the man to make absolutely